What's up, guys? I'm doing a video for you today with perfect squares. I did an intro video. Feel free to watch that video before doing this one. I might have a little bit more understandable questions along the way before we get started to it. This is a pretty dense topic. There's a couple of different things that you need to be aware of as we solve these problems, and I'll try to show both of them to you in this video. And I'd encourage you to slow the thing down or scrub it or do what you need to do to help yourself answer questions along the way. Here I have an expression 3x squared plus 30x plus, and I wrote the answer 75, not 25. But I'm going to first of all start by noticing that 3, 30, and 75, they're all multiples of 3. So that's the first thing we should do is look for a common number that we can factor or divide everything from that equation, that expression, 3x squared, etc., out. That leaves us with x squared plus 10x plus 25. Now this is a perfect square problem, so I'm going to be perfect square happy, and I'm going to draw x squared in the corner, 25 in the opposite corner, and you take the 10 and split it in half evenly, because half and half go in either of the remaining corners. The only way you're going to get x squared is if you multiply x times x, and one of two ways to get 25 is you multiply 5 times 5. That's actually how you create the perfect square. Don't forget the 3. Just because you factored it out doesn't mean that it's gone. And our answer, you can see it on the page, see it on the screen, there it is. I'm going to keep going. I got a different question. I try to give you a chance to see some of the different types of these types of problems and give you a chance to be successful on your own. So for this one, I have 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. And that strategy I used in the first example of look for a common number doesn't work here. 9, 6, and 1, they only share 1 as a common factor. Just dive in. 9x squared goes in one corner, 1 goes in the other. The only way to get a 1 is to get 1 times 1. Oh, I forgot my strategy. These are perfect squares. So the way to factor perfect squares is you split the middle term in half, and it occupies the two remaining corners, like 3x. 9x squared is 3x times 3x, and 1 is 1 times 1. So boom, those are the two pieces of the binomial that make up your factored form, 3x plus 1. That quantity is squared. I'll talk about the next one as much as it needs to be. Sometimes you got to blend your two strategies. Maybe I get you just to a point where you have to finish the rest of it. But in my expression, number one, you should look to factor out a common number. So if everything's even, cut everything in half. If after you cut it in half, all of those numbers are still even, then you probably should have cut it in fourths, but cut it in half again. And you'll have 4 on the outside because you cut in half twice, that's 4. After that, then you look for your perfect square method. You draw the box and you put the x squared term in the first corner and put the number without x's in the other corner. And then last part, don't forget that middle term, you cut it in half and then it occupies both of the remaining spots. And you just kind of fill out the edge. It's really like a puzzle. Anyway, that's all that I'm going to give you for this video. Talking too much. Thanks for watching this video and sticking it out to the end. Please click the like button if you want, and thanks for doing some math with me. See you in the next video.